Hello, people. My name is Ishan Kurana. I'm a computer science major. I'm a junior, and I pretty much act as a team mentor for this lovely little team of three people, Team 14. And um, under my tutelage, these people did a pretty remarkable job at developing this project. Now I'm going to provide them with this golden opportunity to go ahead and introduce themselves. So, Jake, you're up.
Bro, if you're a TA, you're gonna get fired. Hi, I'm Jake.
Oh, hold on a second. I mean, I was not the best, but like I still did a pretty good job. I mean, you learned a lot from me, didn't you?
I definitely learned how
I understand what sarcasm is, but like, let's move on.
I definitely learned how to intake screaming and get knowledge from it. So I'm Jake. I'm an informatics major and an econ minor. And this was my first time web developing, so you can see where the challenge came forth. But I definitely learned a lot from this. Martin, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Martin. I am currently can't even remember my year. Give me a sec. Sophomore. That's right. Uh, Computer science major, and yeah, this was my first time making a website as well. And might as well take a look at it.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Here's our project. It's called Portfolio Manager, and it's basically this kind of basic website where you can keep track of all the projects you've done, give them a title, write a brief description, and kind of just store it there for you to organize.
Isn't
Sort
there?
of like a really simplified Google Drive.
Yeah, yeah. Very watered down Google Drives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Um, yeah.
But that's
First thing we can do is register. And you can just put in a name here. And
Wait, hang on a second there. I think, I think it'd be great if we create an account for our professor. I'm pretty sure he'd love it.
you know what? You might be right.
Yeah, why not?
Excuse me, Professor, as I borrow your name.
Just got to make sure we put in the right email.
Oh,
That
God, I
seems
love
about
it.
right.
Mhm.
Get a password in, and then we can confirm our registration.
There you go. I
Or,
loading spinner there. Then everyone have to log
exactly.
I mean, are you trying to kowtow to him, handsome Peter?
Yeah. And then we can try to log in. Oh, as you can see.
That's like a glitch. I wanted to take some time and talk about it. So, like moving forward, if we were given like an extra additional time to work on this project, I think one of the features we could implement is that when you don't have any project, when you first create the account, we could display like a warning, not a warning, but like a message kind of a thing where we say that, you don't really have a project. So click on the add new project on the top right and like add a new project, something like that.
So this is what will be displayed when you make a new email and you have no projects.
Yeah.
So we can see what it'll look like now once we add a new project with the button. Martin, if you would.
Yep.
But Jake, you weren't really agreeing with us on like creating a new account. You were trying to like bluff about not having any shortcomings in our project.
Hmm?
Why were you not agreeing with us when we're talking about like creating, like showing off the register functionality? Like, were you trying to bluff and be like, oh, we don't have any shortcomings in this project? Did you want to start off with like already having some projects initialized? Come on, man.
I mean, I don't want to sell ourselves short though. This project's pretty nice. As you can see, now that we have a project displaying, it adds it to the list and we'll display it on the home page or on the project dashboard. My mistake. And I'm actually the one who added the front end validation for editing, creating projects, as well as the login page. So if you go to edit the project and you empty the description, it should display an error saying that you can't. Well, if you enter the description and or the name, shows that you must have a project name as well as the project must have a description.
And we also worked on like disabling the button, right? So like if the form is invalid, you just can't click on the button, right?
Exactly. If either of those aren't met, so if you delete that, you're not able to update the project.
And you don't want the user to click the button unless the form is like completely validated, like it's correct. Um, so is this like edit project page? I guess. Yeah. Like you can go to dashboard from there.
These same checks are on the create project page as well.
Right. So now that we showed off our entire project, I wanted to ask you guys, what did you think was the most challenging aspect of this project? And where do you think we can make improvements if we're given like an additional semester to work on this project? Like,
Definitely interpreting regex, since we needed to use regex to verify whether or not something was an email or not for the create an account. The other issue I had was mainly with jQuery a little bit. Oh, by the way, when we were testing this out, we actually used our own emails as dummies for seeing if we can test its functionality. So
Yeah.
in the cookies, there should be our own emails within the
right.
data.
Yeah. What just happened here? Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah, I'm just showing off how if you click on the name, you can see the
I think a
project.
different functionality we could implement is that, did you realize that like when you loaded the page, it took some time to pull this from the database, and during that time when it was like pulling during like split second, it was like blank. So like we could add like a progress spinner or something just to indicate that, hey, it's the works, the data is being pulled, so hang on there. I think that's another functionality we could implement. I also think we could use cache. So like it doesn't really make sense to like pull from the database every time. It like increases the latency. And
Yeah.
if this were like a real world application, you'd really want your application to be like super fast and like highly available. So like if you're every time pulling from the database, that just like decreases the throughput of the application. That's not really an efficient way of doing things.
Martin, did you run into any troubles when it came to your part of the project?
Definitely. I think one thing that really sticks out was trying to implement the authentication token. And there were just so many errors that came with trying to keep people signed in and making sure that they can't access pages they're not supposed to. A lot of server-side errors I remember there being, and yeah, overall, I mean, I guess we got it done, which is nice.
Oh boy. Backend was a really great job, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is there anything else we need to go over, or
Uh,
is that about it?
Pagination.
yeah, I'm adding projects right now just to
Yeah, if
show
you want
them.
pagination, that'd be super spiffy. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I think we did a good job. But like definitely there's like a lot of enhancements that could be made.
Yeah.
Just like a
Yeah.
I think, right? But yeah, I genuinely had like a great time working with all these people. I was just joking about working under my tutelage. They're like awesome, lovely people to work with. No one was like any troublemaker. I hope I was not any troublemaker. We
Oh
all
man, we definitely learned a lot from you, that's for sure.
Yep.
You did a great job. You were like spot on with picking up on new things, and like Martin, I really want to take some time to like appreciate Martin. Like he started out with knowing nothing about JavaScript and JWT tokens and like backend, and by the end of the semester, he was pretty much handling everything. He did authentication. He worked with the edit page functionality and everything. And even like Jake, I want to take some time to appreciate Jake as well. Like he did a great job creating the front end, like adding all the validation features. Like I know that was pretty concepts for him, and must have been frustrating getting stuck with things, but like he was pretty responsive. He was like always reaching out whenever he needed any help. That was pretty nice.
All
I
right.
working with you guys, great
Yep.
job.
Same here. All right.
Thank
This
you
has
very
been Team 14. Thanks for watching.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank
See
you.
Bye. Love and peace.